the fact na tapos na yung legislative process, meron pang pumasok na figure which is already not within the bounds of the legislature. Bakit sino nag-fill up niyan? Mananagot talaga, mananagot dapat. And I think I don't know what is the liability of signing a document that is not complete. I don't know because I am not a lawyer. Pero morally, you are obliged to really see the figures kung ano yung the pages. Bago ka pumirma, binoto ka ng tao at saka nandyan ka sa committee na yan, siguruhin mo naman kompleto. Yung timeline mo at sa ratification is December 11. It was December 11 na napirmahan din, then ratified. Then supposedly, di ba, i-approve nung December 20 ng presidente, then na-move ng December 30 kasi pag-aralan pa daw nila. Pagdating sa December 30, doon napirmahan. So, whoever fill this up, ang biro ko, may magician na nag-fill up. It's between December 11 to December 30. Doon ginawa ang pag-fill up. There was yung 18th Congress, last term ako noon, so wala ako, yung kapatid ko ang naging congressman. So, okay. Sorry. 18th Congress, 17th Congress para ako nawala. 17. So 18th Congress na doon ako. Yung 18th Congress, what I can remember was that in 2019 there was an attempt like this, yung sinasabi ni Senator Lacson na tapos na yung bicameral conference committee. Nakita ni actually si Senator Lacson ang mabusisi sa budget Nakita ni Senator Lacson, nakita din ni Senate President Soto, and they wrote the president. Si Senator Soto wrote the president. I also made my move kasi nakita ko rin yon, pero confidential kasi yung ginawa ko, hindi ko mo pwede in public. So I made a confidential letter to the president. So I cannot show the letter in public kasi nakalagay doon confidential. Doon ko rin sinabi yung nakita ko yung may mga insertions after na ng bicameral conference committee. So maganda ang President Duterte noon kasi gibito na lahat yung all items introduced after the bicameral conference committee, gibito niya lahat. Well, in the long run, apektado yung una-una 2024 pa lang at saka ngayon apektado yung ating foreign assisted programs. Kung sobra-sobra yung akap mo, you will notice in some areas nag-aakyatan yung mga presyo. Inflationary yan kasi ang dami ng pera everyday naglalabas sila ng akap may mga lugar na umaakyat yung presyo ng basic commodities, no? Overall, I think it will impact on the overall economic development ng ating bansa, and possibility of yung ating mga credit ratings affected kasi yung mga possibility lang na maapektuhan kasi yung financial health ng ating bansa is very important. Yung budget mo ngayon dapat maganda yung balance sheet mo or yung financial condition. Unang-una yung ating copy ng bicameral conference committee report, they are genuine kasi yun yung pinapadala sa amin, members ng House, sa aming official email, no? At saka yung personal email namin, pinapadala yung mga agenda, yung matters, documents related sa House kasi allowed na ang soft copy ngayon sa dami ng volume ng documents. So, and yes, hindi lang ako nagsabi niyan, marami na rin nag-confirm. In fact, I saw on TV that there were members of the media who went to the Senate Finance Committee, LDRMO, the Legislative Development Research. Nagsabi na nakakuha sila ng copies, and indeed, yes, may blank items I found this mga ilang days ago, mga about last week nung kasi last weekend namin na na divulge ito. Yung I was doing a lot of research being a former chairman of the Appropriations Committee. Yung una kong ginawa, yung part 1 aking research, yung unconstitutional issues, no? Particularly yung kung bakit nalampasan yung budget ng education sector. The entire education sector nalampasan ng DPWH. So, while studying on that, may nakita na naman ako na iba, yung earmark revenues, yung special accounts in the general fund, na ginalaw din. So sabi ko, ay mukhang komplikado na ito. Hindi lang isa, dalawa, tatlo, ang daming ginalaw. So sabi ko, balikan ko kaya yung BICAM report. Kasi actually, kabisado ko yung budget kasi noong araw, ako talaga mismo nag-handle ng budget. Ako mismo nagde-defense of floor during my time nung ako ang chairman. Saka 2 beses ako naging chairman. So, and before I was chairman, naging vice chairman din ako ng appropriation. So, mahaba-haba yung aking experience. So, sabi ko, dito tayo magsimula sa Bicameral Conference Committee report. Sa pagbukas ko pa lang, first few pages, malapit lang kasi page SP11, nakita ko na kagad yung blank, na-shocked ako. Sabi ko, hindi pwede ito, blank document actually, it's a blank item in the pages. So there were actually 13 pages na nakita natin na may blank items. The number of items, mga 28 blank items. So malaki yun. I-check mo. They of billions of pesos. So sabi ko, yan. Then timing nag-meeting kami noon nila former president, mayor ang tawag ko kasi nung konsehal ako, mayor ko siya, kay Mayor Rudy. Then nandoon din yung timing, nandoon si Attorney Vic, nandoon yung mga abogado. Then we decided na ilabas na. Kasi advice ni Mayor, once may makita kang kalukuhan sa gobyerno, sabihin mo kagad. Kasi if you will not say that, you are considered complicit. It's your obligation as a citizen. Alam mo, medyo may edad na si President Rudy, may wisdom na. Nakinig ako sa kanya, tama si President Rudy na yung wisdom niya ba, kung may makita ka, sabihin mo na. Kasi kung hindi mo sasabihin na, you are part of it. Sinabi ko na kagad.